Good morning, staff and students. Welcome to our final virtual assembly for what has been an unprecedented year. Before we begin today's proceedings, we would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and pay our respects to the elders both past, present and future, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the culture and the hopes of Indigenous Australia. I would now like to welcome Reverend Catherine to the lectern to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Connor. Good morning, everyone. Since I need to be in Brisbane next week and thus will miss your awards ceremony, I formulated our prayer this morning to reflect the end of the school year. I'm sure you'll indulge me. Before I begin, though, let me take this opportunity to thank you all for the part that you played in making my first year here at Flinders such a welcoming one. Let's pray. Loving God, as the school year draws to a close, we give thanks for all the teaching and learning that has taken place in our school, both in and out of the classroom, for the talents and gifts that have been shared and the challenges that have been faced, for the burdens that have been lifted and the hurt that has been healed, for the respect that has been given. We give thanks for the friendships that have just begun and for those that have grown, for the faith that has been lived in our daily struggles, for the hope that has lifted our hearts on the dark days, and for the love that has kept us going. We give thanks for the community that we have, and we ask you, Lord, bless our students as they transition into their next grade, trialing same in the coming week. May your Spirit inspire them with confidence and calmness. And when we break for the summer holidays next week, bless our families. May our time together leave us with memories to cherish. Pour out your love on us that we may return in 2021, renewed and refreshed to continue our journey together. We make this prayer through Jesus Christ. Amen.
Well, good morning, everyone, and I add my word of thanks to Reverend Catherine for all that she has given the college community in this year, and what has been a difficult year, and certainly one when you think of somebody new coming into the college in her particular leadership role. But we do thank, and we're very grateful to having Reverend Catherine with us. As you know, the Year 12s departed last week, and they did so in a celebratory and dignified manner, and I thank you for your contribution to those particular events. I thought their gesture of acknowledging some of the non-teaching staff in their final assembly was a very worthwhile one, and one from which we should take a lesson. As we enter our final days, I hope that you'll all find time to acknowledge your teachers, your homeroom mentors, heads of house, it might be coaches or other people around the school who have helped you through the year. Because it has been difficult, it has been challenging, but at the end of it, I think we're all a little bit better, a little bit stronger for the experience. So as we come to the end of the year, and Mr. Hooper is going to be speaking a little bit about Transition Week in a moment, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for hanging in there. I want to thank you for helping each other, for looking after yourselves, but for making sure that as a community we did grow stronger throughout the year. I'll be saying a little bit more at our awards ceremony next week, but for now, well done. And I hope you embrace the next few days as they really set us up for 2021. Thank you.
The College awards colours to those students who exemplify the ideals, ethos and philosophy of the college through their participation in the co-curricular program and through the Queensland Schools representative pathways. Like many aspects of college life, the limitations placed on us by COVID safety measures have limited the many opportunities available to Flinders students. Hopefully 2021 will see the return of a full representative program. This morning we'll be presenting honour colours to a number of students, and students who achieve full, half and team colours will be presented with their awards through their houses. I'd like to introduce you now to two students who are receiving colours for basketball. Claudia Barry Claudia was selected in the Queensland School Sport 10 to 12 years merit team. This team was selected to recognise the best school players in this age group, though they were unable to participate due to COVID restrictions. Congratulations, Claudia. Jay Thompson was selected as an official referee at the Queensland School Sport Basketball State Championships. He was then identified as the official of the tournament. Congratulations to Jay, who receives an honour colour. We will now be presenting honour colours to members of the college musical ensembles who have received honours through the Queensland Ensemble program. For this program, the college nominates highly skilled music students to participate in the Honours Ensemble program held at the Queensland Conservatorium of Music. The following students were nominated by the college and then selected based on their ability from students across Queensland. Emma Drazen-Howe, Jerome Fitzgerald, Daisy Gleeson-Dunn, Erica Lanthoy, Angus Lyle, Taylor Marie Poynton, Harris Salam, Michaela Skelly, and Andy Tran. Students who achieve representative honours through activities other than those facilitated through official school sport and cultural pathways do not qualify for colour awards. However, the college recognises achievements at a state or national level through the awarding of representative pins. A representative pin may be awarded to students who are selected to represent the state or nation, or who are awarded a first, second or third place in a state or national final. Students who are members of winning teams at state or national champions are also entitled to recognition. This morning we'll recognise 5 such students. Ryan Bamback represented the USC Spartans at the Queensland Short Course Championships, where he placed first in the 100 metre IM, first in the 50 free, first in the 100 free, first in the 200 free, first in the 200 IM, second in the 50 breaststroke, second in the 100 breaststroke. So congratulations, Ryan. Serena Bond receives a rep pin for open water swimming. She represented the Cotton Tree Cyclones Swim Club at the Open Water Swimming Championships in October, where she placed first in Queensland in the 2.5 kilometre open water swim. Tom Fabiani receives a Surf Lifesaving pin. He represented the Alexander Headland Surf Club at the Queensland State Endurance Championships, where he ran the under 15 male 4 kilometre beach run. Well done, Tom. Henry Simpson receives a representative pin for water polo. He was selected as a member of the Queensland under-14 team for the national championships held on the Gold Coast. Please congratulate Henry. Charlie Moore was selected on merit in the 14 years boys level to represent Queensland at cross country. The team did not have the opportunity to compete due to COVID. Congratulations, Charlie. We've had an incredibly successful sporting season as it's opened up towards the second half of the year, and we've had a number of teams win premierships in the last couple of weeks. We'd like to recognise those teams and their captains by presenting the captains of each of the teams with a bag of Beast pins that they will pass on to their players. The first of our teams is the Junior A girls, and the captains Claudia Barry and Kate Spark. Lincoln Parsons will represent the Junior A boys basketball team. Cairo Searle is captain of the Intermediate A boys team. Our Open Boys First 11 won the Sunshine Coast area of the Knockout Cup, and Charlie Moore will receive the Beast pins on behalf of the First 11. While Charlie is with us, he will also take possession of the Intermediate Boys team's badges as well. In water polo, our junior girls B team were victorious, and Gabby Mann will collect the pins on behalf of that team. We had the soccer grand finals last night. Matthew Flinders had 4 teams competing, and we came away with 4 premierships, which is a wonderful effort by the students who represented our college. On behalf of the Intermediate A boys, I'd invite Sean Lewis forward. Alex Roper will take possession of the pins on behalf of the Intermediate boys, B boys. Grace Shelley on behalf of the Intermediate A girls. And Tom O'May on behalf of the Junior A boys. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings this section of our virtual assembly to a close. Can I thank and congratulate all those students who've represented Matthew Flinders co-curricularly this year. Even with all the limitations we've faced, it is wonderful that so many of you wish to represent the college and do it so very well. So thank you very much.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'd like to talk for a moment or two about this wonderfully colourful document that everyone would have received in homeroom yesterday, and our Year 10s of course will be receiving those this morning. This document is your 2021 timetable. And we give it to you this week so that you can go through it, you can have a look and see what the subjects that you've been allocated to, you can see the teachers that you've been allocated and the rooms that you'll be studying in next year. And it's also an opportunity for you to check that document very carefully. So the timetable is being created based on the subject selections that we received from you back in term 3. Some of you have been allocated to reserve subject choices, and that's just a product of the timetable process where we have to do that from time to time. But in the most part, our students have got the subjects that they have selected. Now, if you think that there are errors on that document or there are some things that you might be concerned about, this is your opportunity this week before Friday to come see Mrs. Gibson, Mr. Davis or myself about those concerns, and we'll see if we can get those straightened out. Please remember that not everything is possible. The timetable has been constructed and this is not an opportunity to reselect subjects. We've already taken that information from you back in term 3, but we will do whatever we can to make sure that you're as happy as possible. The other reason we give you the timetable this week is because we start working from it next Monday, okay? And so next Monday is the beginning of what we call transition week, and we'll be working that 2021 timetable for the first 3 days of next week before we break into some end of year activities on Thursday. Transition week really is about meeting those new teachers and getting yourself orientated to those new subjects so that we can start 2021 fresh with a bit of knowledge about where I go and how the schedule works and who will be teaching me. Transition week will be a week A on that timetable, so make sure we're working from Monday week A next week. Last thing I want to say about transition week and this timetable is during transition week, you will not have access to your timetable, your new timetable on My Flinders, and you will not have access to it on Student Cafe. They will remain in 2020, even though you're moving on to 2021. What that means is you must not lose that timetable that you've been given yesterday or today. Take a picture of it, make a copy of it, put it in a safe place, but please don't lose that document. If, however, you do lose them, we can reprint and come to secondary admin to do that. So hopefully by Friday we've got this timetable completely ironed out. If we've got any changes to make, we will do those and reissue timetables to students who've made changes, and we're looking forward to a really smooth start come next Monday. Thank you.
That concludes today's assembly. In preparation for what will be a busy week next week, please begin to clean out your lockers and return 2020 textbooks to the bookshop. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.